Hello and welcome to this episode of IBR Awards. Today we'll be introducing the first member of the adjudication panel for the IBR Global Maritime and Aerospace Awards 2023. But before that, you're probably wondering, what is the awards anyway? Now, it'll be taking place the 26th May this year. It is the grand stage that will celebrate players from the maritime and aerospace industries who have showcased excellence to have their achievements recognized. Now, the celebration is a product of the IBRGMA Group, a leading PR and communications house in partnership with Alpine Integrated Solutions, renowned event management company and organizer of the Langkawi International Maritime and Aerospace Exhibition, otherwise known as LIMA 2023. Now, joining us today is the Defense Attaché for Indonesia, Brunei, Malaysia, Singapore and Thailand from the Embassy of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Please help me welcome Colonel Norbert Johannes Merkens. Hello, Colonel. How are you doing today?
Well, good afternoon. I'm actually doing quite well. It's been a beautiful day so far and have a very productive day as well. And happy to be here on the show.
Now, Colonel, before we start with the interview, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you came to be the Defense Attaché, and what does the job entails?
Well, I've been a military for more than 35 years by now. So I've done several jobs, but one of the things I really like is working internationally. So that means that I've been looking for jobs that would fulfill that part. And I've been a military advisor previously in New York for the United Nations, but also in Kinshasa and currently in Jakarta. And as a military attaché, I'm responsible for the military relations between the Kingdom of the Netherlands and the countries as Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, Thailand, and Singapore. And it means that we're looking for cooperation, and that could be knowledge sharing, that could be joint exercises, but also sharing the views on what we see developing as a situation in region, in this case, Indian Pacific. And likewise, I can then get back what the situation is in Europe. So
right.
Those are some of the things that we do.
So how long have you been the Defense Attaché for?
Well, in this position, not too long, since June last year. So let's say I'm 9 months on the job, and it has been a very interesting job so far. So,
could you say you're doing a great job? Is it challenging at all to be the Defense Attaché?
Well, I think it's if you have to be responsible for 5 countries where you have to cooperate with, and it's more or less a one-man job.
Right.
Yes, then I would say it is very challenging, which means that I try to visit every country every 2 months. So it means a lot of traveling around, meeting people, and making sure that your network is there. Especially the fact that we can travel now after COVID does make it more easy. So you get the more personal contacts. Those are the things that actually, if there's a problem or you need to get something done, it's this personal context that things to move forward.
I see. I could imagine, like you said, having the COVID travel pass would be a lot easier nowadays compared to when you started, I suppose.
Absolutely.
Could I also ask, can you share with us why you agreed to be the adjudicator for the IBR Global Maritime and Aerospace Awards 2023?
Because I think it's one of the things that I like is moving things forward, is developing things, seeing how that we can make use of technology, make use of new ideas in any field whatsoever. That also relates closely to the previous job I did as Chief of Plans and Strategy of the Royal Netherlands Army. So everything that had to do with innovation was also part of that job. And there where I can contribute to that, I seize the opportunity. So that's why one of the reasons why I agreed to join in as an adjudicator for these awards.
I see. Excellent. So it's all about, as you said before, trying to see the innovations that players in the industry can bring forward.
Absolutely. Because I think that next to a lot of problems that we do encounter as mankind, of course, within cooperation, communication, you can solve a lot. But we also need a lot of technological innovation to make sure that we can survive as a species, a planet that is also survivable. So yes, there where I can contribute to that, I try to do my best.
Brilliant. So how do you feel being a member of the adjudication panel?
Well, I think it's an honor. I think it's not something that comes by every day, especially, like I said, because it's this little push towards a better world.
Yeah.
And if you're allowed to be one of the people pushing it towards that better world, I think, yeah, that's a great one. Absolutely.
You said that you could bring your experience into the role of the adjudication member. So could you tell us a bit more in detail to what you can bring to the table?
I think I've got quite some experience when it comes to innovation, and whether that would be with robotics, whether that would be using artificial intelligence, whether that would be thinking about things that we would have or need to have in the future in order to make something happen or not happen. That experience I certainly will bring to the table. And I think next to that, I'm somebody who would like to challenge others to actually make one step more or think even through the concept that they're presenting, and challenging to go, even further to come up with something better.
I see. Is there anything you're looking forward to as being part of the panel?
Sorry, is there anything special, or am I looking forward to it?
Yes. Are you looking forward to being a member?
I am.
Excellent.
Yes.
Is there anything special you're looking forward to as well?
I don't know if there's anything special. I'm looking forward to the fact that people are going to surprise me with something that I thought I haven't thought of which is completely new for me, and will actually start a new process within my mind, saying, okay, that's something interesting. Let's see if there's other spin-offs that I could use somewhere else. What is going to start a new thinking process inside my brains, and then coming up with I don't know what yet, but those surprises are the things that I'm looking forward to.
I see. In your opinion as well, could I ask if you've seen the difference of progress in the aerospace and maritime industries for the last 10 years, I suppose, to 20 years? Have we come so far ahead now?
I've seen a number of things. I think, of course, if you now see what's capable with drones, you now see what's capable with satellite communication, also in remote areas where there's no network from Mars when you have to have a communication connection. Another thing I came across recently, more in the maritime domain, is kind of a small floating sensor that you can disperse within a large area in the ocean that can actually detect people from a ship accident who just are able to keep their heads above the water, which is extremely difficult to locate them when it's bad weather or when it's dark. But by spreading out these kind of gadgets, they can be found far more quicker. So those are innovations that I think are brilliant and will help making the world a bit better.
Hopefully we'll see more of those sort of innovations in the coming awards, well, with players coming up with new technologies and stuff. As a member of the adjudication panel, what would you like to see for coming awards? Is there something in particular besides innovation that you've mentioned?
What I would like to see is a second thing is that any development in there would also take into account is that we actually do not deplete the resources of Mother Earth. That we make sure that the things that we produce can actually be reused in one way or another, or are energized by more natural things than only oil and gas. Those are also things I would like to see, and which I think are very important as well. And of course, I would like to see more developments when it comes to the use of laser in its various ways. So no, those are things that I would like to see also.
It's a bit of, I suppose, the incorporating sustainability agenda as well in terms of new technology in in the space, I suppose.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you very much once more, Colonel Norbert, for joining us today. We wish you the very best and a brilliant week ahead. And for our audience members, please follow us on our social media pages, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. Just look up the IBR Asia Group on those platforms and you'll be set for more amazing content. You could also bookmark our website, www.voiceofasian.com, to keep up to date with our upcoming shows. Stay tuned and see you guys soon.